So today I really do want to talk about self-image, and I want to talk about taking care of yourself, and I want to talk about your appearance. And this is for children of narcissists that, were the scapegoat, the empath, and you don't want to be like your parents. And, for me, like, my parents were never overt narcissists. They weren't into their appearance or any of that kind of stuff, but they did absolutely attack me and my physical appearance and, suppress me, tell me how ugly I was, never could be anything, never could be attractive, nobody will ever love me, that sort of thing. And that is very common for children of narcissists. And I think that there is this kind of stigma that if you were raised by narcissists, then all of a sudden, you're going to, if you look attractive or you invest in your appearance in any way, oh my gosh, you're a narcissist. And that could not be farther from the truth. As you begin to love yourself and you get self-confident, you will actually naturally invest in your health and in your appearance, because your external appearance will actually start to match how you feel on the inside. And that absolutely happened to me. I didn't go out and try to find love and be loved because of my external appearance. I actually started to love myself and transform myself from the inside, and then my external appearance began to transform and change. And I think that this is just a natural thing that happens. And the reason why I want to talk about this is there is that fear, I think, for some, and of course it's going to be different for, depending on what type of parent you had, where they were on the spectrum, and if they were very overt into their appearance. But if you had those type of parents, you know that they need attention from their appearance. They need it. They have to have it, right? And that's what drives them. And it's not self-love. It's not, caring for themselves. It's not having pride in who they are or loving who they are. It's absolutely the opposite. It is, I need validation and other people to tell me how great I am in order to have self-worth. Okay? So they're completely different. And I think that this is so very important to understand, because if you invest in your appearance, if you invest in who you are as an individual, taking care of your health, doing all these things, going to the dentist, if you have crooked teeth, taking care of your crooked teeth, if you have cavities, taking care of your cavities, taking pride in, choosing an outfit out for yourself, these are all things that you were neglected. As a child, you didn't get the clothes. You were dressed in ugly clothes. You were pushed down. You were told you could never be attractive. You were told you could never shine. You were told that you were worthless, right? Maybe the golden child got all of the other stuff, but you were the one that was told you were ugly, told you were suppressed, and just like all of the horrific stuff. And so it's really important that you give yourself these things you never got. Like, I didn't get, deodorant or toothpaste or anything, wasn't taught to, how to wear makeup, wasn't allowed to wear makeup for many, many years. And then when I did, I wasn't taught how to do it, never taught how to shave my legs, none of that. And so it's so very important to learn the stuff. I didn't really learn even makeup until this year. I started to go on YouTube and start to try and learn some makeup, right? And these are just self-care. And I wanted to make this video because I think it's so important for every single person out there to understand this. Because I struggled with this in the beginning. I was like, oh, well, I don't want to take care of myself, because if I take care of myself, then I'm going to be like a narcissist. And no, that couldn't be farther from the truth. The two really defining things are, do I love myself? Do I take pride in myself and I take care of myself and I work out and I do all these things because I love myself, and my inside is now shining out from, I'm shining from the inside out? Or do I need people's attention? Do I need the praise? Do I need comments from other people in order to feel good about myself? Those are two completely different things. And I would venture to say that, especially, coming from somebody that lived this out, I, in the past, had a very low self-esteem because I was beat down so many times. I was told I was ugly. I was told I was worthless. I was told I wasn't good enough. And, you know, I was consistently rejected because why? I didn't have it in me to really invest in my appearance. I didn't have it in me. Like, I tried to a certain degree, but I think truly when you truly love yourself, you're going to match that energy throughout your whole life. And what begins to happen is not just your appearance changes, your environment changes. You're completely a transformed person, so you begin to transform your entire environment. And that definitely happened to me. I began to decorate my home differently. I began to actually pay attention to things that were important, you know, around me, because it affected my mental health, right? And you start to do these things, now again, not for anyone else's attention. Like, nobody comes to my house, you know, this entire year, nobody's been in my home, but I've invested in it for myself. I've invested in it for my own mental health, and because it has to match how I feel on the inside, and how I feel on the inside is amazing. So this transformation should actually happen from the inside out. Now, you don't have to do anything to make it happen. I wouldn't say go out there and start to just really focus on your appearance. No. Focus on your heart. Focus on healing your internal self. Focus on the stuff on the inside, right? Now, I'm not going to say don't go out there and do anything for your appearance, but I'm going to say is that what will happen is that as you heal your internal world, your external world will begin to transform naturally. You won't even have to think about it. You're just going to start to transform your life. And, you know, again, the check mark is, why are you doing this? What's your motivation? Is it because everything else now needs to rise up to who I am on the inside? Or is it, I feel empty on the inside, so I need external validation? Those are the two, you know, things you want to look at. And just make sure that you, in your heart, are focused on the right thing, and you are filling yourself up with love, and the rest of your world is going to transform. Your relationships will transform. Your environment will transform. What you do with your life will transform. You will completely transform. So hopefully this helps some people. And in the world of transformation and healing, I know that it can be a very sensitive subject for many. I love you guys, and we'll see you next week.